All right. Hello, YouTube. I ask you in advance, share this up with your social media if you like. You can go ahead and comment below if you think there's something I say that's going to be flawed. What we have here, I noticed something back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, I went to school when I was in Chicago, and they moved a bunch of inner city people, worked with the real estate agents, and created laws. Whereas real estate agents could not, in fact, they were forced to take any color and put them in any neighborhood if they could afford to live there. So what happened? It was no big deal, you know. I mean, to us, we weren't like bigots and shit like that. You know, we lived in Chicago, whatever. But we had new neighborhoods popping up. Okay, these new neighborhoods were moderately priced houses, and you know, if you had a decent job, you could work with the bank, you could get in as long as you know, especially first-time buyers, first-time homeowners. You know, they could get in, no big deal, you know. So we had these stick homes, you know. They popped up all over the south side of Chicago. They're, you know, kind of lower income type neighborhoods, but you know, a place called Markham, Hazelcrest, Country Club Hills. These newer houses going up, yeah. And they still got newer houses. They just look nicer now, and they're still made with cheap ass materials. But that's here nor there. But what ended up happening was the inner city Chicago kids ended up moving out. You know, the parents that cared for their kids, a lot of them had both parents. It was pretty cool. We had a lot of cool friends, you know. But the inner city is mostly black. Some Asian, some Hispanic. But like I said, we weren't bigots. It was hard for them. It was a pretty cool time, actually. You know, we got along very nicely. These same people right now I'm not getting along with. That's another story. But see, gerrymandering isn't allowed. Okay, gerrymandering is not allowed. But what they can do is move the people out. So what they did was they took these neighborhoods that were pretty much, we'll say, red neighborhoods, and they moved a bunch of the inner city kids out there with their parents, who were of voting age, moved them all out there to turn the red parts of the town blue. This was Chicago. Now, see, now, now if you upscale that and say take Mississippi, Alabama, you know, Louisiana, those southern states that are red, and you move a bunch of people out of Chicago by, let's say, implementing silly taxes like soda pop tax or taking their food stamps away, they're going to move to a state. And Michigan did the same thing now. So you got a bunch of people now moving out of Michigan and then moving back home, which is Louisiana, Arkansas, you name it. So this is what's happening. They're not gerrymandering, they're people mandering. They're people mandering. Yeah, I think I just made up a word, but that's what's going on. That's what's really going on. They're taking food stamps away. They're doing this, that, and the other. Now Trump, he didn't do none of that stuff. He didn't do none of the stuff they told him about, and he still ain't doing none of it. This is the Democrats that are doing this. This is Democrats that are doing this. They're moving you out of your own homes. They're making you spend tons of money. They're taxing the shit out of you, so you move out. You know why they're doing this? So you move into somewhere else. It's not that they don't want you there. They just want you somewhere else. You see, they're trying to roll over the tide. My advice: don't vote. Don't vote. If you're a person that's thinking about moving, what they're doing is talking. Now the people that are living there, taking food stamps. I just watched a video. Some two knuckleheads talking about what's the first thing you do. They're going to take your food stamps. What's the first thing you're going to do? I was thinking, get a job. Now these guys, they're talking about riot. Oh, I almost choked on it. They're talking about they want to riot. Instead of getting a job, they'd rather riot. Come on, man. If someone took my food stamps and I was on food stamps, the first thing I would want to do is get a job. And these knuckleheads talking about go out and riot. Let's start a riot. They're going to tear their own shit up, have nowhere to live, and move out. The end game is they don't live there no more. That's what the Democrats want. They want to be able to vote for themselves and themselves only. They don't want people being able to say, well, we're not going to vote for you. They don't want that. They'd rather you move away. That way their approval rating goes up and they get voted back in. Don't fall for it. It's a trick. They're gerrymandering in reverse. Like I said, if you like what you've seen here, mash on the like button. You go ahead and subscribe if you want. I don't care if you don't or do it. This ain't about subscriptions for me. It's about getting out the truth. Share this up if you want. If you don't, fuck it. I don't care either. But YouTube ain't paying me anyway. It's about getting the truth out. It's about getting the truth out. That's all it's about. I act a fool. I do some silly things on social media. But this I'm quite serious about. It's gerrymandering. Plain and simple. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing to your people, and they're using Trump to blame it all on, and it's not the case. Don't be fooled. Much love, peace, chicken grease, all that stuff.